doggy, this is gonna be a spicy month for new releases, as we're a few weeks past Tears of the Kingdom, and now it's safe for every other studio to dump their games into this quarter. Let's get into it. I'm Jamie Latour, and these are the biggest new releases of June 2023. Starting off the month on June 1st is Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection for Nintendo Switch and PC. This is a collection of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games that have been remastered and given all kinds of fancy bells and whistles. If you like classic turn-based RPGs and you have, I don't know, a bajillion hours to kill, then this could be a very good time. Then on June 2nd, we get the first huge release in a month filled with huge releases, when Street Fighter VI arrives on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. This looks like it could be the biggest and most accessible Street Fighter game ever, and it comes with an absolutely bonkers story mode where you get to run around as a character that you created. And like all good character creators, the potential to design hideous monsters who throw Hadokens is ridiculously high. Also out on June 2nd is We Love Katamari plus Royal Reverie for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. This is the sequel to Katamari Damacy with remastered graphics, and it comes with something called Royal Reverie, which seems to be a bunch of levels where you play as the king of all cosmos before he became like a giant drunken mess. If you loved Katamari Damacy, then this is even more of that, which is great. And if you don't love Katamari Damacy, then I'm sorry that you're unable to feel joy. Let's skip over to June 6th. And oh look, another huge release. Diablo 4 is finally releasing on this day for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. I would like to take this moment to apologize to my wallet because this month is going to be very rough. I'd also like to point out how nice it is for Activision Blizzard to actually release one of the things that they announced at BlizzCon 2019. That's so nice of them. This will likely be good, although I am very excited to see how Activision Blizzard screws this one up. They're such an interesting company. Even when they win, they find a way to lose. Although they don't lose money because they certainly have plenty of that. Ooh, and here's a game I mentioned in last month's game release video, and I get to mention it again due to a delay, as Amnesia: The Bunker releases on June 6th for PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. Wait a minute. They delayed the game and then rescheduled it to come out on the same day as Diablo 4. Well, that is a bold strategy. I sure hope that pays off for them. Also out on June 6th is Loop 8: Summer of Gods for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Looks like a visual novel, dating sim, JRPG, time loop, animu thing. Man, for one particular kind of weirdo, this game might be the best thing ever. On June 8th, we have Harmony: The Fall of Reverie, and this is probably the most I've ever said the word reverie in a video or in my life before. This is out on PS5, Xbox Series X/S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. This is the latest narrative adventure game from Don't Nod, the company behind the Life is Strange series, and yes, you guessed it, the main character discovers that they have magic powers. Kind of a theme with their games. June 9th gives us Grey Hill Incident for PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. It's a survival horror game involving an alien invasion with, like, actual aliens. Like the stereotypical definition of aliens from classic sci-fi. It doesn't look bad per se, it's just that it's hard for even me, a coward, to be afraid of these types of aliens. I mean, they made a movie where Seth Rogen voiced one of these. They're not exactly intimidating, although they do talk a lot about probing in this trailer, so maybe this is all tongue-in-cheek, I don't know. On June 15th, Layers of Fear, the new one, not the old one, although this new one is is kind of the old one, but not. Releases for PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. This is apparently a remake of the previous 2 games, but there's some additional new story content that wraps up the whole Layers of Fear story. And then all the horrific images are also going to have pretty new graphics. Should be a lot of fun to watch other YouTubers play it. June 15th also gives us Fall of Porcupine for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. This looks a lot like a spiritual successor to Night in the Woods. Although it's not by the same team, it just kind of looks like Night in the Woods. I initially thought this was going to be a scary game, but then I saw that it was about healthcare workers, which likely means that it's going to be a sad game, which I don't know if I prefer that. On June 16th, Park Beyond arrives on PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but without the tycoon part. As long as I'm allowed to create giant death traps that violate all kinds of safety code regulations, I'm in. Crash Team Rumble, that weird Crash Bandicoot multiplayer strategy party game thing, comes out on June 20th for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. I'm really surprised that this isn't some kind of free-to-play thing. It's definitely not something that I care about, but I am very happy to see a game where I can play as my boy Dingo Dial. Also on June 20th is Aliens Dark Descent for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. It looks like XCOM, but this time with actual aliens. Not the actual aliens from before. These are like actual aliens from Aliens, the Aliens franchise, you know, the one with the aliens. If you ever played XCOM and you got bummed out when one of your characters died, I feel like this game is probably gonna make you really bummed out. Hey, do you want another massive 40-hour plus AAA game to play this month? Well, lucky you, because June 22nd sees the long-awaited release of Final Fantasy XVI for just the PS5. So if you don't got a PlayStation 5, no chocobos for you. This game looks pretty nuts with all of its over-the-top Ifrit fights, Game of Thrones-esque melodrama, and a distinct lack of Coleman camping products. I assume this means that we won't be eating any cup noodles either. So, I gotta say, it definitely feels like a step backwards for the series. Also, I may have said it before, but I will follow this guy into any battle.
That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting, fearless as you like. Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
You see, when I speak, this is the voice that I think is coming out. And then I hear my voice afterwards, and it does not sound like this. It very much does not sound like this. Following that, on June 23rd, is Sonic Origins Plus for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. This is exactly what it says on the tin. It's the Sonic Origins package, but with the addition of 12 Sega Game Gear games, which is wild because I doubt anyone has thought of the Game Gear in like 20 years or so. Oh, and you can play as Amy now, which is neat. Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, is out on June 27th for PS5, Xbox Series X/S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It's a farm game, and apparently there are 18th century aristocrats in it. Well, this is a rarity. It's a new wrestling game that isn't WWE 2K, as the oft-delayed AEW Fight Forever grapples its way onto the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. This is aiming to be more of a classic arcadey wrestling game in the style of No Mercy. And it's kind of sad that an N64 game from over 20 years ago is still seen as the high watermark for the entire wrestling game genre. Rounding off this month are a bunch of games all about solving crimes, weirdly enough. Master Detective Archives Rain Code comes to the Nintendo Switch on June 30th. It's by those Danganronpa people. So you know it's gonna gonna be some kind of weird-ass adventure game visual novel thing. June 30th also has Crime O'Clock. I like that title. For Nintendo Switch and PC. In this one, you travel through time to prevent crimes. That rhymes. Here's some lines. And the last game of this video and of June, and of specifically June 30th, is the remaster of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Whenever I hear this game being brought up, the words cult classic are usually involved. So I'm looking forward to playing this. I'm glad all these old handheld games are getting a second chance to be discovered by a new generation. I wonder if there's any other old handheld games out there that deserve a re-release of some kind. What game coming out this June has you the most excited? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if I missed any other games coming out this month, feel free to let me know, because I think this is all of them. There's a lot. There's a lot coming out this month. And for more gaming news and guides, check out thegamer.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.